Yo, yo, yo. I know it's been a minute. Y'all see the description? You know what I mean? Let's chat, let's kick it. You know, it's been a couple of days. You know what I mean? Just know when you don't see me, I'm putting plays in motion. You know what I mean? For real. You know, the internet been busted. My boy Shador Sanders. You know what's crazy is this, right? This dude been doing this since he started football. So the stuff he doing now is only amazing to people who don't know his campaign and his journey. Like if you know since Jackson State, then Colorado, you already know like this ain't nothing new that he doing. He just got a messed up coach, owner, who trying to sabotage and hold Shador back, but through it all, he gonna prevail and rise. And all you doing is just making him more valuable for other organizations out there who gonna throw that bag at him because he gonna get the bag regardless. You know what I mean? Because somebody is watching everything he doing in Cleveland, and the dude only touched the field maybe like 4 times, and each time he's throw the touchdown. You know what I mean? So I've been rocking with the Sanders family, Prime, and all of them. So what he's doing in Cleveland right now is he been doing that. If you know, you know. And if you don't believe, go watch that Matt Barnes video. He definitely getting it off his chest. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, I don't care about the Cleveland Browns. I have been to a game and all of that. You know what I mean? Took my son to the game, but I'm not like no advocate fan. Like where oh man, they come on at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna watch them. Like, nah, I just keep tabs on Shador, and you know what I mean. And that's pretty much it for real. Other than that, Tribe just been building. Okay, see my people enter the chat. What it do? What it do? Let's chat. Let's kick it. So much going on the net for real. My boy Oskino coming at Charleston White Neck. You know what I mean? The internet is just the internet. You know what I mean? Everybody tapping in, hit that like button for real. Tribe TV. Like I say, when I don't go live, I'm never BSing. I'm building, you feel me? Brands, you know what I mean? You know me, I'm always coming with something. What it do, family? What's up, family? Hit that like button, hit that like button. Yeah, we was talking about how I started the conversation off about how, okay, what it do, family? Hit that like button. Hey, yo, man, you very high. Nah, not really, but I feel you though. What is it? Oh, green. Yeah. Bob Marley. Marijuana. Yeah. But yeah, we talking about hit that like button while y'all in here though. Shout out where y'all from though. You know what I mean? I see we got some people from not even from here on here, you know what I mean? From a whole nother country. Look, my boy said good, hit that like button though. I ran somewhere. Yeah, hit that like button. I appreciate you tapping in. But yeah, the internet been going nuts. Stuff been going on, you know what I mean? Are you from the USA? Yes, I'm from the USA. Hit that like button. I'm from the USA. Yes, I am. Hello from Russia, cuz. Ah, what's up, cuz? I see you. What it do? What it do? What it do? What's going on over there in Russia? Y'all good over there? You know what I mean? Let me know in the chat. You know? Yeah, we sit up here talking about how Shador Sanders been doing what he been doing since Jackson State. What he doing now in Cleveland is not brand new. Tap that like button. By the way, you know what I mean? For those out there who need a pre-workout motivation, you know what I mean? I do deliver testosterone booster. You know what I mean? See results in 7 days. Dietary supplement, very good. You know what I mean? Tap in, tap in. What did you think about Russian people? I mean, you know, Russian people, I'm glad you asked that. Russian people, like, they humans and people. I don't view them as beneath me or I'm above them. Like, they human like me. Like, you know what I mean? I go by a code where it don't matter where you from, just long as you respectful. You know what I mean? So I don't got no problem with Russian people. Like, they humans like me. You know what I mean? They probably smoke weed, talk shit, all, you know what I mean? Whatever, you know what I mean? So, you know, I don't got no problem. I like people from, I grew up very diverse and cultural. Like, that's one thing I will say. Like, you know, I ain't sounding crazy, but I've been to all black churches, but my mom had me in a culturally diverse church. Like, you know what I mean? It was every nationality in there, you know what I mean? Pastor was white. We had, trust me, everybody, people from Russia everywhere. So I think you don't need to testosterone booster. You crazy. Now look, it's on my website. Go on Shopify. Y'all might have to download the app Shopify Tribe Culture TV 83, and you will see. You know what I mean? We promote hip hop, fitness, fashion. You know what I mean? We want the best for people out there. You know what I mean? So, you know, we do what we can. But yeah, man, I grew up very rounded. You know what I mean? All walks of life. You know what I mean? And I'm very thankful for that because you know what I mean? Like, it's better to grow up that way. You know what I mean? I ain't tapped in with y'all. I ain't go cap though. You know what I mean? I had to, like I told you, I had to put some plays together. You know what I mean? And trust me, when I'm not on live, I'm not slacking. You know what I mean? I'm putting stuff together, stocking up. You know what I mean? So, you know, bear with your boy. Other than that, go to my YouTube post. You know what I mean? Check for updates. And hit that like button, comment, let me know what you think. You know what I mean? And you know, let's build and grow together. But yeah, man. Nowadays, man, you want to grow up culturally and diverse. You know what I mean? Like you want to be able to relate to all walks of life. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be one track. You know what I mean? You have big muscle arm. You don't need to. I mean, it's just for people who may need it. You know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with me, you know what I mean, using it, but you know, it's for people. Some people need a little extra motivation besides music, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, it's a dietary supplement. It's very healthy for you. I don't know if you could read that, but like if you could read that or whatever, I'll read it to you. You know what I mean? Horny goat weed, Fuel and Creek seed, tongue cat, toe cat Ali, tribulosis testosterone, energy cycle, testosterone nutrition, natural extracts, and yeah, well, I don't want to say the one last part. But basically, it is what people need. You can use it. You know what I mean? If you really want to change your appearance and fly to the moon with your partner, this is for you. You know what I mean? I think gym is six. I think gym is six. Give people more testosterone. Look, I'm about to go live from the gym. You know what I mean? Like I'm about to. I'm usually a mother nature type person when I work out, but I'm about to go live from the gym though. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm really trying to cross over. Like I'm from the south, so it's like it's more easier to sweat down there versus being up north, and you could just walk a mile and a half, 2 miles. You know what I mean? And burn you a few calories. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely about to hit the gym though. You know what I mean? Like I say, I got all this product right here. Ain't no need to just promote. You know, you got to touch the people sometimes. You know what I mean? Interact with the people. You know what I mean? Show them you normal just like them. You know? So yeah, man, we promote all that, man. You go to my YouTube page, you'll see, boy, I got my own waters, everything. We promote health, we promote positivity, peace. But if you come in here, I will get on you though. We ain't tolerate no disrespect. But like I said, you wanna have all different parts of culturally um flavors basically. You know what I mean? You don't want to be just one lane. You know what I mean? Oh, only talk to black people, only talk to white people. You know what I mean? Nowadays, time's so different. You got to blend. You know what I mean? Or you gonna stand out. You know what I mean? For real. Other than that, if you all about progressing and moving forward, and you really want what's out there for you, then you got to let whatever in your past go. You know what I mean? You can't hold on to fake childhood trauma. You know what I mean? Because I read a post on Facebook where it was like childhood trauma. Some people can get over it, some people can't. You know what I mean? And then the people who can't, at some point you gotta let it go. You can't hold on to childhood trauma and make excuses of this is why you lash out and all of that. At some point you gotta take accountability and grow out that shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, some people skip accountability, you know what I mean? I don't duck that shit. You know what I mean? So childhood trauma, man, yeah, it happened, but at some point you gotta move forward. You know what I mean? You can't hold on to it. You know what I mean? I look at a lot of things that I went through was self-inflicted. I brought on myself. You know what I mean? If you acting or lashing out or doing certain things, it's gonna cause for certain results. You can't blame nobody because of the love they have for you and you did some weird shit and you paid the consequences for it. You know what I mean? I don't look at nothing bad no more. Like I grew out of a lot of shit. We go on a date with beautiful women if you know what I say. Yeah. Right now I'm focused on my brand right now. We'll get back to your comment with the beautiful women, you know what I mean? About 20 years ago, I probably would have told you to send me your number, boy, and probably linked up with you or something. But now, you know what I mean? We trying to build Tribe TV, Tribe everything, you know what I mean? Oh yeah. You know, I got my own beard oil. I be having so much stuff I be getting for look, for all not walks. You know what I mean? White, white people, you know what I mean? And other, but most definitely 40. Tap in, man. It's all on my site, man. We got them on deck. You know what I mean? I told y'all, when y'all don't see me going live in USA, I think you have beautiful women. Beautiful women all over the world. Like, not just the USA, it's beautiful women all over the world. You know what I mean? You see it, you be seeing them on YouTube. They got beautiful women everywhere. Africa, uh, Brazil, everywhere. You know what I mean? Over here in USA, you got a lot of toxic. Yeah, toxic, which is that's everywhere too. But you got a lot of toxic child support. Do y'all do that over there? Where you at? You know what I mean? Over here, they make up reasons to charge you over here. You breathe it, that'd be $59. You know what I mean? So, but I'm glad that we always got people that tap in from other countries. I appreciate y'all because that's what Tribe TV about. It's about all walks of life. We accept no big eyes, little U's, you know what I mean? It's all family, you feel me? But like I said, yeah, we always promote something that got something moving and shaking, you know what I mean? And like I say, in order for you to finally prosper, man, anything that was holding you back, you have to let it go and move forward. You know what I mean? It's cool to look good. It's cool to stunt. It's cool to pop it for the net. You know what I mean? All of that. But once the camera shut off and reality hits you, you know what I mean? What is you going to do in your off time? You know what I mean? You going to shoot or you going to dribble? He say, no, no, no. Brazil, 100% beautiful women. Yeah. But we grew out of there. See, once you really grow, when you done had it, man, I done had 1,000 women. Trust me, bro. My mama will tell you I'm not shy. My father will tell you I'm not shy. I always had no problem with women. Trust me. I had girls calling the house in 4th grade. You know what I mean? This was before cell phones. But they call your house, your mama got to be like, she's called my name, pick the phone for you. In the USA, how hard to find normal, beautiful women without many brain training pain. It's really all on who you vibe with. You know what I mean? Like it's on who you vibe with. Where you going?
Jimmy helping me.
Okay, here I come.
I'm helping with the groceries.
Okay. But yeah, US women, bro, not just US women, but women in general. It's not about where you from, it's who you vibe with, who your energy really connect with, who truly is willing to sacrifice and compromise things that they normally wouldn't compromise in order to make this continue to be a green light between each other. So it's not about where you at. It's about when the opportunity comes upon you, vibe and energy is everything, you know what I mean? And you'll know who for you. You know what I mean? You don't gotta put nobody through a lot of stuff to be like, okay, you're finally for me. Like you'll know, you'll treat them right, you'll respect them. You know what I mean? And hopefully they understand who you is. You know what I mean? And y'all both understand who each other is. You know what I mean? And grow from it and learn from it. You know what I mean? The person who I am now, I'm more of an easier person to get along with versus 20 years ago. I ain't even gonna lie and say 20 years ago. I just be lying sometimes, y'all. I'm still in the field, but you know, but I'm a lot more respectful than I was many years ago. You know what I mean? So growth is possible. You know what I mean? At some point, you gotta just fall back and focus on what really matters and how you want your story to end. You know what I mean? Because right now we all surviving life. I'm surviving, but at some point, the earth has been here longer than all of us, so the earth gonna be here. You know what I mean? But while you here, you gotta make your mark and set the tone and make it happen. You know what I mean? I was in prison, and I don't talk about this because some people like, man, you was locked up before. Like, you know what I mean? I try to really let that go, but I was making it happen. You know what I mean? It don't matter if I'm over with the hazardous tribe by nighttime. I'd be selling bow and arrows and flip flops or something. I'm so good. I'm so much of a hustler. I probably sell ocean dirt. I'm gonna make something shake. You feel me? On any level. You know what I mean? So life is all about really meeting somebody and y'all really understanding each other and y'all know what each other want versus sleeping with someone and y'all think y'all know what each other want and y'all got two different ways of thinking and y'all ain't even on the same street. Y'all on two different paths. You know what I mean? So, all right, we gonna get to that and leave that alone. But you already know I'm gonna tap in with y'all. Tribe TV. Just want to tap in with y'all and promote a few brands. You know what I mean? Go to Shopify, tap in with Shopify, and hit the like button. You know what I mean? Shador Sanders. You know what I mean? Mental health is important. Everybody tap in with mental health. Find you some Shade and some peaceful music, Al Green or something. Make it happen. I'm about to get me some grub. I tap in with y'all tomorrow at 3, 5.